Today we're going to talk about the new HBO Max animated series, Close Enough, so let's get started. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If you guys love to watch movies too, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. The series revolves around a millennial couple, their 5-year-old daughter, and their divorced friends who live with them in a Los Angeles duplex. This series is created by J.G Quintel, who also created the regular show. And this series was announced back in May of 2017, several months after the regular show had ended. It was supposed to air on TBS and then kind of just got shelved. And now it's hitting HBO Max. The animation style for this series, Close Enough, is very similar to regular show. If you have seen regular show on Cartoon Network, you know what Close Enough will look like. This series consists of 8 episodes, and each episode is broken into 2 different parts. There's not a long continuing story for each episode. It's just different stories for each episode. There's 2 stories within each episode. Kind of how, some kids shows are structured. You got like a 22-minute episode and it's split in half for 2 different segments. That is probably the biggest issue for me with this series, is that some of the storylines are really hilarious. I found them to be really interesting. There's a couple different episodes regarding the friends playing pranks on each other and them having bets against clowns for some money. There's several different storylines, and I wanted to see a lot of the storylines play out in a full episode. It felt like you just got quick versions of each episode, and they gave you a really quick pace for it and not a lot to really get invested in. I wanted to see some of these storylines play out and have the runtime for some of them be even longer, because I like the characters and I like the story. I wanted to see more of certain episodes, but they all just felt really quick, about 10-11 minutes long per episode. I felt like that was not enough for some of the storylines. Now, the characters in here, we have Josh and Emily. They are married, and Candace is their 5-year-old daughter. Alex is Josh's best friend. There's Bridget, Alex's ex-wife. They're all living in this duplex in Los Angeles, and they're really likable characters. They're really funny. They all really work well together. There's a lot of hijinks from them. It's the kind of series that takes a bizarre turn towards the end of each segment, and the characters are just so hilarious. There's a lot of quick humor within here. Each character is really funny, especially Candace, this 5-year-old daughter, who is a bit more mature for her age. There's a funny episode where she has candy and she's just going bizarre. There's a lot of funny hijinks within each episode. It also has an interesting look at kind of growing up, hitting your 30s, and not having any date nights. We have Josh and Emily, who really haven't had a date night in so long, so when they get to have a date night, they're kind of exhausted by 9:45, which seems a bit similar to me and my wife's situation, so it's kind of relatable as well. The animation works for it as well. Like I said, if you knew regular show and you watch that, you know what it's going to be like in here. It's got a quirky, unique style of animation that works for the characters and some of the hijinks that they get involved in. It's a really bright show, and I must say that it's also not a children's animated series. It is an adult series. Yes, it is created by the guy who created regular show, but this is a series with sex jokes and drugs as well. It's not for kids at all. I forgot about that. I was thinking, I'm talking all about regular show, which is a Cartoon Network series, and I'm talking about this. People might think that it's a series that could be on Cartoon Network and be a series for kids. It is not that by any means. It is a hilarious adult show that works on many different levels. I just wish I got some storylines to be a little bit longer, because I really did find some of the stories to be really interesting and really bizarre and different from a lot of animated shows I have seen. So I wanted to see them play out just a little bit longer, because I do like the characters and the voice acting is really good in here. We have the creator of this series, J.G Quintel, who also voices Josh. We also have Jason Mantzoukas as Alex, who is on a lot of different shows and movies. I really like his character in Parks and Rec. So the voice acting is really good in here. I think that the show is just really funny. It's really bright. The characters are likable. It's got a relatable stories throughout, but I just wanted so much more from certain stories because they were really interesting and a lot of fun. Nonetheless, I think you should check out Close Enough. It is a really fun series. I would like to thank HBO Max for sending me a screener for this series. I really enjoyed it. You guys need to check it out. I'm going to go ahead and give Close Enough a B+. Thank you guys for your review for Close Enough, which is streaming on HBO Max. Stay tuned for more HBO Max content like American Pickle coming out next month. You guys are the best as always. This is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.